You know, for some people, shopping is therapy. Well, also, shopping can be something that is, well, something about social consciousness. Our next guest knows all about that. Shopping for a good cause to spread the wealth. Dani Sheehan-Meyer of Noe Cliché Gifts Plus. Is that correct?
Cliché Noe Gifts Plus Home.
There you go.
Close, yes.
So you feel passionate about the neighborhoods of San Francisco and doing good work through small business. Talk to me a little bit about that.
I do, and it's just so important to sort of consider the neighborhoods and what that local shopping experience is, especially as retail starts to take sort of a hit from Amazon and you know, discount sort of image of what goods, you know, what things cost.
Yeah.
But it's not, a neighborhood is an experience. A neighborhood is your neighbor lives there or they're providing jobs. Neighborhoods are bakeries, they're restaurants, they're little shops like mine, you know, where we're sort of a high-end gallery gift, but we're for the local, we're for the visitor, and we're for you. Yeah. So for us to survive, we really need that local support. So yeah, that's the message.
Now, when did you start Cliché?
I started in 2011, the day after Thanksgiving. It was exciting because we were in a neighborhood and we were very excited to come to Noe Valley, but we didn't know at the time was that Noe Valley didn't have any real visitors. It was just the people who lived there and maybe some people who, you know, we thought more San Francisco, big market, when in fact it was just a little neighborhood, which got me started on the neighborhood involvement with Shop Diane 49, which didn't exist at the time, which is the mayor's local information and guides to where your neighborhoods are and how to
getting people to shop local.
Getting people to shop local, yeah.
So it's now 2017. You've been open for 6 years. What is it like opening a brick and mortar shop in the age of, as you said, Amazon and shopping online and all of that?
I have to tell you, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
I have great staff, and I like to think that we have great goods and we provide a service. We say that we're insanely kind, and sometimes we are. So
is that your tagline? It's original. I like it.
It is. Well, we stand behind everything we sell, and so that can be insane sometimes because of the expectation that comes with that. But we don't mind. That's what we do. So if you're lost in the city, you can call us. We'll help you. We have events. We're having an event tonight, in fact, called the Summer Love, where we have a local author who's going to talk about her book. And those are the kind of things that we like to promote in terms of community. Right.
Now, we met during a luncheon for the GGBA, which is everyone calls it the gay chamber. Now, but you're not a gay businesswoman. Why is it that the owner of a shop that's not quote-unquote gay-oriented, why would you belong to the GGBA?
Well, membership has its privileges, not to steal a line, but it's really about that connectivity. Yeah. And the LGBTQ community is most likely to become engaged and maybe take on this message of how to really shop local first. And that really is the message, is that, you know, get out in your community, go explore a neighborhood, take a friend, some family, get on a bus, get on the train, take a Uber, you know, go and explore these unique neighborhoods that we have. The San Francisco Council District Merchants Association represents 24 unique neighborhood associations, and that's over 3,000 businesses. That's just the ones that are sort of organized, you know, like West Portal or Bernal Heights or Glen Park. These are some of the more outliers than you think of than you do Union Square or Fisherman's Wharf. Right. But, you know, how many times can you go to Fisherman's Wharf? Not that nothing's wrong.
Nothing wrong with Fisherman's Wharf.
We love going to the San Franciscan, you know, we love all that activity down there, but the neighborhoods, Noe Valley, is such a unique shopping experience on 24th Street. Our commercial corridor is about 10 blocks. On there you'll find unique jewelry stores, shopping for women and men. Some of the stores are, you know, Sean's, which is Paris, Tokyo, London, and Noe Valley. You know, so we have some diversity there. To answer your question, though, about the LGBT, you know, the community,
the gay community,
or why to be a member, is because that mobilization, that community mobilizes information that supports each other. It's very unique in that it can accept that sort of local message, and that the stores are struggling. There's maybe one person out there who says, "Oh, I don't need any more business," but that's pretty rare.
Yes,
rare.
I mean, the gay community is a loyal niche market.
It
you
is.
Market to us, we shop with you.
And I'm also a Castro Merchant member, associate member of their their merchant association.
Yeah.
And, you know, part of the reason there, too, is that for the millions of people that visit the Castro, Noe Valley's just over the hill.
Right. So do you think shopping can be a political or social awareness experience?
You know, shopping is, well, retail therapy is what we preach.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's about thinking of other people. It's about thinking of yourself. It's about, you know, what you need. Consumers are not quite as driven by possessions these days. But that said, you know, as you pare down or, you know, what kind of things bring beauty into your life? What kind of things make you feel well? What kind of gifts would you appreciate as a hostess gift? Never go empty-handed.
Right.
Remember,
yeah.
You know, these are rules.
Yeah, you take. Yeah, well, I always say. I mean, I'm from the South, so I send thank you cards, and I was always taught show up at dinner 12 minutes after the time it's asked for, and a party 20 minutes, and always take a bottle of wine or a tchotchke.
It's
just what you do.
Gift. Yes.
I mean, in a sense, I think gift shops are a little bit of that old-fashioned manners that, you know, seem sadly, I think, to kind of gone by the wayside.
And we put it in beautiful bags with the tissue. I mean, we really kind of take ourselves seriously when it comes to gifting.
So what made you want to open a gift shop? I mean, you know, besides opening a restaurant, opening a gift shop's got to be one of the hardest head-banging experiences on earth.
Well, my husband and I promised each other we would never open a restaurant. And I love retail. I love to buy. I love trends. I love the study of it. I love business. I actually try a very small business. I'm usually the smallest business in the room, but I like to think like a big business, and I like to teach that sort of thinking to other small merchant businesses. And so when I go out and represent Noe Valley or represent my store, we're representing the smallest store at the table.
Yeah, well, but small business is big business. I mean, most businesses in the United States. Yeah, what does it tell? You have the figure.
Not so good on the figures. You have to fact check.
But I mean the percentage.
98%
of businesses in the country. And how is small business defined?
And they employ less than one person. They're generally sole proprietorships. So we're actually we have 4 full-time, part-time. We have millennials, a whole nother subject on that. But, you know, we have great staff, and those 3 people, besides myself, help run statistically, it's just really incredible when you start looking at the numbers. And that's shopdine49.com. You can find some of those things. The Small Business Saturday, sponsored by American Express. Just go to American Express. There's a Shop Small icon on there. You know, and you can learn a little bit more about what these numbers really mean. But in terms of like where people are shopping, and we know that you may not go get your sheets at the Macy's because you have to drag it home, but Macy's will actually ship it to you. You know, we'll ship it to you. You can just come pick it up.
We've only got a minute left. Talk to me about what you think is that experience of going to Cliché or going to a small business and touching the product versus clicking online and having it shipped to you.
Well, presentation is a big story. And that said, I want to present you with this very small token.
Oh. Can I open it on air?
Would you please?
I have a tchotchke here.
And see.
And has a beautiful little box.
And actually, it's just a very thoughtful
Small
gift.
Business Saturday. I don't know if they can close up on this, because I don't like them to close up on my face, but they can close up on the box. That's kind of nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they do us in high def. I say
just
just not my face.
a little symbol that you might be proud to wear at some point that represents
Shop small.
Supporting small business like mine.
Well, absolutely. So it's not all about size, is what you're telling me.
Well.
But when it comes to business, you don't want to think big. You want to
think small.
Yeah. We've only got a few seconds left. What message would you like to leave shoppers with?
Well, you know, in order for me to stay in business, I need you to come into my business. I don't care if you buy something or not, although we hope that you will let us solve whatever your gifting issue is. Because every day somebody's born, somebody dies, somebody has a birthday, somebody gets married. There's always an occasion. So maybe thinking more about the local businesses and who works there and who lives there. And if you can just open your awareness just a teeny bit, next time you go shopping, wherever that is, I think that that would be very successful end to this interview.
Thank you very much. I will now proudly wear my Shop Small
Never
button.
Go anywhere empty-handed. Yes.
We've been speaking with Dani Sheehan-Meyer of Cliché, a wonderful gift shop in Noe Valley, one of San Francisco's wonderful neighborhoods. Next up, we're going to learn more about the neighborhoods of San Francisco, specifically 5 blocks that haven't gotten the attention they deserve. We'll speak with filmmakers Dan Goldez and Karen Topakian. We'll be right back.